The next morning, sunlight slanted through the heavy curtains, filtered and lazy. June was already up, sipping weak hotel coffee from a chipped porcelain cup. She had dark circles under her eyes and a gnawing thought she couldn't quite place. Vivi sat at the vanity counter, combing her silky hair. "How'd you sleep?" June hesitated. "Fine. Lie." June sighed. "Okay, not great." The cupboard opened again. "Could be a faulty hinge," Vivi said, though her eyes flicked to the armoire. "Or something odd," June muttered. "Or worse. You go ahead for the breakfast. I join you in a while." Vivi just left for her breakfast. Just then, the door to the hallway creaked open. Vivi returned in a flutter of perfume and pink silk, her eyes wide. "You will not believe what I just heard," she hissed, dropping onto the edge of the bed. "There's a lady downstairs screaming about her diamond ring going missing. Like full meltdown." June immediately perked up. "Where?" "In the breakfast room," Vivi said dramatically. June stood. "What?" And she continued. "You're not thinking what I think you're thinking," June said, narrowing her eyes. "No," Vivi replied. "I'm thinking what you're thinking." June grinned. "Then we investigate." Suddenly, Vivi's voice lower. "June." June turned to Vivi. "My earrings are gone." The room went silent. "The gold ones." "From my mom," Vivi added, eyes wide. "They were on the nightstand. I never moved them." June's stomach dropped. "You're sure?" Vivi nodded slowly. "I may not know how to pronounce Fromage correctly, but I know where I put my stuff. I don't know about you," she began, glancing Vivi, "but this hotel gives me weird vibes." June said seriously, leaning forward. "I mean really strange. Like people losing stuff. That lady in the elevator yesterday said her watch vanished. And remember the couple from the lobby?" June continued, lowering her voice. "And last night I found this." She reached into the pocket of her robe and produced a small silver triangle, neatly folded from foil. "It was by the minibar. Look at it, someone folded it on purpose." She showed her notes, alert now. She stood up, spine straightening with purpose. "Okay. Diamond ring. Your earrings. Missing things. Ghost complaints. Cupboards opening, and this. The triangle could represent a trinity of silence, fear, and wealth, key themes in the hidden crime ring." Vivi paled. "I hate it when you say things in that way." Their eyes met. The mystery had arrived, and they were officially in the middle of it. Down in the breakfast lounge, the mood was heavier than the croissants. The girls stood off to the side, scanning the staff behind the buffet. They spotted the woman from the lobby yesterday, tall, blonde, in a navy dress, sitting alone, stirring her coffee like it had offended her. June approached gently. "Excuse us, we heard you lost something yesterday." "A ring." The woman sighed without looking up. "Yes. Diamond. Heirloom. Gone." June leaned in slightly. "Any luck finding it?" She let out a cold laugh. "None. Hotel's useless. They said they reviewed the CCTV and found nothing suspicious." As if jewelry walks off by itself. Vivi crossed her arms. "Did you report it?" "Of course. Police didn't care. One of them even joked," she shook her head in disbelief, "that this place is haunted. Called it the ghost thief of Minuet. Said it's not the first time. And it won't be the last." That made June snap to attention. "He said that?" "Word for word." The woman nodded. He was half laughing. "Thought I was some paranoid tourist. I've stayed in 5-star places all over Europe. I've never lost anything like this." Vivi glanced at her friends. "Well, I just lost something too. Gold earrings. From my mom." The woman's expression softened. "Then you won't get it back. They won't help you. They'll just blame the guests. I am going to check out from this place, so irresponsible." The local precinct was small, buzzing with bored tension. The officer behind the desk barely looked up as the girls approached. "We?" he asked flatly. "We'd like to report a theft," Vivi said. "Something very important to me was stolen from our hotel room." The officer sighed, typing something slowly. "Which hotel?" "Hotel Diminuit." He snorted almost to himself. "Another one." Vivi stepped forward. "Excuse me. Room thefts. Always that hotel." He waved a hand dismissively. "Nothing ever turns up. No evidence. No suspects. Just stories about ghosts." "But my earrings," Vivi began. "Write a statement. That's all we can do." June's jaw tightened. She turned and scanned the room. A younger officer near the coffee machine was watching them curiously. He looked no older than 25, with soft brown eyes and a badge that still gleamed like it was new. June wandered over casually. "Do you believe in ghost thieves?" He blinked, surprised. "Depends. Are you asking as a tourist or as someone who actually wants to know?" June smirked. "Criminology student. New York University. I want to know." He hesitated, then lowered his voice. "People whisper about Hotel Diminuit. Locals don't book it. But tourists don't know. Some say it's just good old-fashioned organized crime hiding behind superstition. Some say it's worse." "Worse how?" He looked around, then shrugged. "Nobody follows up. People just move on. Maybe they're scared. Maybe they don't want to look too close." "I do," June said, eyes narrowing. He extended a hand. "Officer Luke Moreau. I'll tell you what I know. But not here." After grabbing 2 vending machine coffees, Officer Luke led June to a quiet bench around the side of the precinct. He leaned back, speaking low. "Hotel Diminuit is ancient. Used to be a boarding house in the early 1900s. Locals say a maid died there, locked in the storage closet for stealing from guests. They say her ghost haunts the rooms and takes revenge by stealing back." June raised an eyebrow. "You believe that?" Luke smiled faintly. "I believe that's what they say. What I believe is something else. Something organized. This happens too often and always the same pattern. Guests claim they heard noises or saw things move or felt drugged. Then something valuable disappears. No signs of forced entry. No charges. Just silence. And the hotel? They deny everything. Always." He looked at her seriously. "If you're going to poke around, be careful. People stop asking questions for a reason." June nodded. "I don't scare easy." Luke smiled, impressed. "I can tell. I finish my shift at 6. I'll swing by. You might need help from the inside." As June stood to leave, she turned and asked, "Why are you helping me?" He paused. "Because I think you'll actually do something with what I tell you. Most people just run." June offered a grin. "We don't run." Outside, June had her phone to her ear. "Mr. Cross? Hi. This is June. Yes, she's okay. But there's been a situation." Vivi paced beside the police station's iron gate, sunglasses on, arms folded. Vivi shot June a glare. "You didn't have to call him." June covered the speaker. "Yes, I did. You're hurting. You're pretending you're not. That's what friends are for." Vivi looked away, jaw clenched. "Yes, sir. A private detective? That'd be amazing." No, it's fine if he shows up today." "Thank you." She hung up and faced Vivi. "Your dad's sending Dorian Fox. Apparently he's your godfather?" Vivi blinked. "Uncle Dorian? He's like James Bond but with French tailoring." "Oh my God. We're actually getting help." June held her notebook in hand, eyes lit up. "And girl, I have a contact. Young officer. Smart. Willing to talk." Vivi grinned. "And we have a detective flying in." For the first time all morning, all they looked at each other with purpose. It wasn't just a spooky trip anymore. It was game on.